Hello and welcome to the show. I am here today playing a game called Drawer. It is a rather interesting, I guess, a kind of vehicle puzzle game, if you like, because, well, it's all about time trialing. But you don't actually drive a car. You kind of control a car, but you're not. It'll be easier for me to show you than it is for me to try and explain it to you. I'm going to go to... You know what, let's just carry on here. Let's go to level 6 here. Right. The way this game works, as you can see on this little mini-map down here, is the green is a start line and the red is a finish line. You've got to get your car to the finish line as quickly as possible. However, you don't have any control over the car. What you do is you have to draw a route for it using this grid here. Of course, you can't, see any of the obstacles. So it's kind of like a little puzzle game. It's a really interesting idea. Now, I've played a lot of racing games, a lot of vehicle-based games. We're going to take a guesstimate here. Sometimes your first guess is right. Sometimes your first guess is a million miles off. I think if this is close to right, I think we're going in the ocean somewhere, but let's go and see what happens. I've played a lot of car games, a lot of vehicle-based games, all manner, all different sorts. I turned in a bit too soon through there. Oh dear. No, we're up, and we're in a tree. Okay. Not a good start. There might be a way to cheese it. I guess we've got timed out. I'm just curious. Can I cheese it? So you do have a couple of little bits of your own control. So while most of it is done by the line, can I? No, I can't really cheese it. We turn in too soon there. We can rectify that. Oh, okay. Didn't realise that button took me all the way back out. Never mind. Oh, okay. It remembers. That's really helpful. So yeah, we turn in too soon. So we're going to leave it a little bit longer. I'll finish my earlier sentence. We're busy trying to sort out. I actually go way too far wide there. I don't know what that is. Let's go. Yes, played lots of car games, lots of different ideas. This is unique. I've never played a game before where I've had to try and create a route. Where are we going? I don't think I told you to do that, did I? Have I really butchered this up? I think I have. Hold on. Let's just try again. I'm not going to touch the handbrake this time. I'm curious as to what it does. So we're still turning in a little too soon, and then we're trying to flick back. That was all sorts of complete and utter garbage there. I don't know where we're going into the trees, but we are. We're going to get stuck, and that'll be us timed out. And no, I think the car fell over. Awesome. Right, that was terrible, pretty much. So yeah, if we get the initial start, if we go a little wider here, turn a little more, and then don't right click, otherwise that goes wrong. So yeah, if we leave it a little wider here, turn sharper up here, and then maybe like that. We'll see how close that gets. It's a fun concept, this. I say it's not infuriating. I imagine on maybe some of the harder difficulty levels, I might have to yank the handbrake there. We can do that, though. Yeah, let's try that again, but let's go for a handbraking around the corner. Might encourage the car to turn. So, grab the handbrake. No, I want to straighten up. To straighten up too much. I don't know why. I don't know why we got in reverse it into the drink there, but we have. That's definitely not how it's done. Right, so we're now turning in. So this bit here is all right. Oh god, I don't know why it seems to instinctively, stupid brain seems to instinctively right click as I'm drawing this. That is not going to work. That's not going to work down there. But let's see if the first bit works. Yeah, it's not too infuriating because it keeps your previous line. You can kind of figure out what you're supposed to be doing. That's good. Grab the handbrake. Oh yes. Okay, so we turn in too much, but that's actually pretty spot on. That's better than I thought it was. Actually, we're gonna go round. Yeah, it's gonna fail us. That's fine. So we are kind of as I thought. So if we do this first bit here, that's fine. Maybe we swing it out a little bit more over there. And then more of a sort of straight liney deal down there. Let's see how this works. It might do the job. Okay, so we know we get around. Maybe I need a handbrake. Did I handbrake before? Possibly. We have a little control over the input, and I think perhaps if you're going for fast times, you could potentially use this to your advantage. I definitely didn't tell you to do that. There was no circles. You've never done that before. Why are you doing circles? There is clearly no circles on that. Alright. if we go down here, I think we're turning in too late. Let's cut that in. That might be too soon now. Let's see how that all works. Apparently this level's got me stumped. I have completed it before. I don't know why it's got me stumped now I'm filming this one. Okay, well, we got around the corner. At the moment, I will just take Let's Get a Victory. Awesome. Fire the nitro towards the finish line. I don't think that's better than I've done before. Oh, it's really close to a gold. But you know what? I'll take it. You get the idea of how the game is going to work. You get the idea of the controls, if you like, on it. And it's a simple, sort of simple thing that does work very, very well for the kind of challenge that it is. So the next one, we're going to run down here. We're going to head up. I don't know how far up, maybe there. And then it's sort of just a curve down. We'll give this a try. We'll see how this goes. It might do the trick. I'll grab a little bit of handbrake. Okay, so we're too wide. We might be able to get away with some handbraking all the way through here. It's a little wide, but we might be able to get away with a little cheeky handbrake. No, not enough. So that is too wide down at turn 1. Well, that's easily rectified. It's not far. It's not like a million miles wide, but like that. Oh, god damn it. So when I change direction, I seem to just right-click like an idiot. So yeah, if we cut that, might be a little too short. I don't know whether that's going to be far enough. Oh, run, wee. Off down there. Let's see if this works. We can grab the handbrake if needed. Let's just see. Oh, that's pretty spot on. Maybe a little handbrake actually wouldn't be the worst thing in the world there. We're good down there. We wander too far off. Okay. So we wander too far to the left. We're pretty solid here, so we'll try and follow that line. That line just about works. We wander too far. That might still not quite work. Whoop. Got a little bit janky there. We'll see how this goes. It should be fine, but it should be close enough. So if we grab a little bit of handbrake here, a little bit of handbrake. Perfect. Run through here. Oh, no. No, wait, I need to go the other way, didn't I? My derpy brain thought I was in the mountain. I didn't get it right. So this first bit here, I'm fine with. Oh, that'll work. And then we need to go more this way because we went off towards the trees. And then we'll run it straight down there. Let's go and give it a try. Let's see what happens. It may or may not work. Why did I hit that tree? Did I go too... I might have gone too far. Because it's while I'm trying to follow it, it's not perfectly followed. That might be too... I'm really annoyed with myself. Why do I keep end up bloody clicking? Right, so if we straighten that up a little bit. I think it's going to hit a bump and I lost a load of momentum. That was the problem. Why I didn't get around the first corner. There is a bump somewhere. You do have to be careful. I mean, this is off-road racing here. There are bumps. They are causing the cars some grief. I don't... are we too far to the inside, maybe? Handbrake it. Oh, we're going to climb the hill a little bit. Fire the nitro. It'll do. It's not perfect. That could be better. 14, yeah, could be better. It's not terrible, though. You do kind of get the, oh, what sort of horribleness is this? How steep do we reckon those rock faces are? Probably quite steep. We'll give it a try. We'll shoot down here. We'll go for a guesswork. I think that's going to be too far down at the bottom, but we'll try and find out. Now, there are some sneaky shortcuts that you can take. I mean, here we can't go past the rock face. That is going to be an immovable object. Okay, it's too tight a return there, so we're going to have a wider swing. Wider swing... Actually, not quite sure. No, we didn't really get the first corner right. I think we turned in too much, maybe? So like down here we weren't too bad. And then we're kind of around this corner here. And then we'll go further down. There might be a little overshoot down the bottom, but we'll give it a try. There's a fair amount of trial and error. I mean, it's... Oh, I realise if I click slightly beside it, it still has issues. That's... Okay, no, it's not too bad, actually. We've got into the canyon... Why have you gone that way? If I overcooked it... Oh, damn it, it's really close. So this... What bit there? Are we trying to turn into soon, maybe? Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to press that button. You know what, we'll give it another try. I'm just curious whether I can get this around turn 1. We might be able to get it. We yank the handbrake. Chuck it into turn... Oh, look at that! Oh, that was cool. That was cool. Here, though, it wants to go to... Yeah, okay. I figured out what I've done wrong with this one. So, I mean, this first bit is pretty much spot on. I'm happy with that. We can yank the handbrake and sort that out. In fact, we're all right all the way down here. In fact, where we turn is okay. but we try and go too much up the wall. So maybe something like that will do the job. Give it a try. We can fix some little corrections with the handbrake. Slide, slide. Oh, a little too much speed, but never mind. Let's see if we can get it in here. Now we're not turning in soon enough. Oh, god damn it, it's going to be really close. It's close, it's just not quite enough. So maybe turning a little sooner there. Head down here. Where we turn is okay, but we don't quite get turned in. So that should hopefully fit it in the gap. Who knows? So yeah, the basic concept of this game I really, really like. It's a simple idea, well executed. The only slight... Oh, we've gone for a tumble. I wonder if we can go a little wider there. I wonder if I can force it to go a little wider. Yeah, it is... It's a different idea. As I said, I always like to see about different ways of controlling a car. I mean, I've always been a fan of racing games, vehicle games that try something different. I would love somebody to try and make a turn-based racing game. I reckon you could do it. It would be, where are we going, car? I don't know. That is some commitment. It's still turning, it's still wanting to go a little too tight through there. So there is not right, basically. This first part is fine. We're a little wide. Oh, down there. That might be a little narrow, but never mind. So here is still turning into, that might not work. We'll see. But yeah, like just taking a vehicle game and doing something weird with it, doing something a little bit different, is always fun. My only real criticism of this one is there's not... I mean, the time trials are fun, don't get me wrong. Nothing wrong with some time trials. However, this is all there is. I will say it is a very cheap game. I think it's less than £3 on Steam. It's not going to be an epically long game. It's something that's kind of, oh, this looks cool. This is a bit different. This is fun. Let's see how it all works and so on. And for that, it is really good. It's well enough made. It can get a little frustrating at times, like this one. What am I doing wrong down here? I'm not sure quite where. It seems to be like we can do this first bit. This corner here we have no problems with, but this bit I'm just not getting right. I feel like maybe that's the problem. Maybe I'm trying to turn in too much here. I'm trying to straighten up when it's not actually sort of a 90 to the finish line. Let's give this a go. Let's see what happens really is all we're going to be able to do. And hope that it'll work. I'm turning in too soon there. Oh, we rolled the car. Almost. Okay, well, if we ignore the roll, is this bit here? No. Okay. Let's try going a little further. We've got this sort of more wrong here. So let's go a little wider, and then we'll try and get back onto this bit here. Better. Anyway, yes, as far as the game goes, it is just this is a game mode. This is what you get, the sort of time trials, which are fun. However, I would perhaps like to see a little bit more variation. I don't know, maybe having AI cars to race against, something to compete against. Now, of course, I do get... Hey, we got a gold medal on that one. Awesome. Of course, I do get this is made, I think, by a single person. You know, it's a very, very small game. And outside of the odd, let's spin around in circles for seemingly no real reason, are we back at the start? I think we are back at the first level. Oh, no. Is that really level 9? What's the trick with this? I feel like I'm missing a trick. This looks simple. I don't know why. I mean, this looks like it's just a sort of straightforward like that. I don't know what's going to be. There'll probably be something difficult with it. Whether there's some sort of wonky terrain or something, I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, whether we had maybe some AI cars to race against. I mean, they could be... You know, it's not going to be sort of wheel-to-wheel battling like you get in... more conventional driving, of course, not in the same way, the same sort of like jostling for position and all that, but maybe it's just something to be against rather than just going for times. Maybe sort of more, I was gonna say like sort of like Trackmania style. I was gonna say like sort of Trackmania multiplayer kind of thing where you're competing against other people. But again, I do understand when you're working with a very, you know, limited budget, you're working on a very small game, you're not going to quite have that sort of stuff. The concept is really good, though. The concept is really, really good. Really good fun. I don't know how this one here is going to work. I'm going to presume we have to probably hit the nitro before we hit the ramp, and we'll see how this goes. Oh dear, got a little bit wide. Hit the nitro. Is that close enough? It works. It was a little bouncy and bobbly along the way there. What side did we run wide? I think we ran a little too wide. On the outside, so let's kind of cut that across there a little bit, and then we were fine towards the finish. I think it might have gone a little bit slightly skew width. We'll give it another try, see if we can do better than bronze medal here. So that was much better turn through there. Yeah, we wander a little far wide. Oh, it'll do. We hit the finish gate. I think it's that gold medal. It is! Woo! I shall take it. And there we go. So we completed that cup. Because I mean, these are, so we've got sort of tutorial. Actually, I've done these last couple of levels. I mean, they're much the same as the other ones. They start off simple, they quickly get more complicated. But these are the levels that we have. I don't know if they're going to be more updates. I hope the game does do well, because I like this sort of creativity when it comes to a vehicle-based game, if you like. It's trying something a little bit different and seeing if you can make it work. And this, you know, it does work. But I don't know if there's any particular way we have to go through the finish line. I don't know why you'd take the sort of easier route. I guess like that might turn in. I think that's going to hit the trees. My guess is that's going to hit the trees, but we're going to run it anyway. I don't know what difference the muscle car makes. It's not very quick getting. Okay, we're already clonking the wall, so we've got to stay way wider there. It's not way wider, is it? Come on now. Way wider there. That looks better. What if I just fire the nitro off the start line? Is it better to fire the nitro initially, get it accelerating? Maybe. We're clonking into the wall. No, it really wants to go that way. I say it really wants to go that way. Like, it's my stupid drawing. Oh, for God's sake. My stupid drawing. No, that's definitely even worse. My stupid drawing. Let's go over there. Whoop. That's not even going to technically connect to the finish line. I'm kind of hoping the car is going to roll. Just roll towards the finish line. There we go. We're off the line. Fire the nitro. It's working. It's working. It's working. Handbrake. Handbrake. Turn. 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 A little bit too much. Up the hill. Up. Maybe we should save the nitro for the hill. Okay, that actually worked better than I thought. Okay, maybe we can save the nitro for the hill. Let's try that. I just love how the car, I guess it's like when it crosses the finish line, it's trying to get back onto its own line. So it sort of spins around and just randomly does things in the background. Oh dear. Aside from the donuts, I've not actually seen the cars do anything really particularly weird. Okay, that bit there, it kind of like overcorrects itself, is a little bit of a problem. I mean, it's a better time. Actually, no, it was worse than the first one. How do I stop it from... How do I stop it from doing what it's doing? So, I mean, this bit here is not too bad. We don't have to go quite as wide. I guess, do we just do like a smoother? That might not work. It might get a little squirrely at the end. I guess we do smoother lines. I'll tell you what, if you have like a stylus or whatever, whether the game would work with it, I don't know. I'll tell you what, if you did have one, it would be a little easier. I'm not the most precise, apparently, when it comes to a mouse. That's not working either. Let's leave it a little longer before maybe swinging around. That's also not going to go too wide, going too close to the edge. Let's give it a try, though. Yeah, the car doesn't want to slide. It really wants to... I'm really not getting that. I'm just not getting that bit there. Because it starts off all right there. I guess we've got to leave it later to turn in. Oh, too late. Over here, and then up that way. That might get a little close to the inside. We'll see. I don't know. Right, fire the nitro. Okay, we're good past the wall. That is almost spot on. Okay, we're sliding. Little overcorrection. No, that's good. That's really good. That's more like it. That's what we like to see. Yes, I shall take that one. Thank you very much. That was a good run. That was a good run. Oh, we have to like loop. Okay, so we're at the top of the hill. So there's obviously only one way we can go up there. So if we loop our way down the hill, this is just some, again, general guesswork. You can adjust as you go to figure it out. I guess you could probably take a little bit of a tighter line. No, we don't really want that much of a tighter line, actually. That's pretty good down there. Okay, we might need to turn more. Oh, good avoidance of the tree. Oh, hit the finish line. It kind of worked. It kind of worked. So I actually reckon you could... now you can cheat on this, I will say. This level here is not particularly helpful for it. But where you see the trees are, if you get it right, you can drive through the tree lines. And sometimes trees are what block you rather than a wall. So if you're sneaky, you can just drive it through the trees. I have done it on some of the earlier levels to get some quite quick times. I mean, it's not the easiest or best way of doing it, really. And it is a bit janky a lot of the time trying to go for it, which is understandable. But you can get a little bit cheeky with that. That's too cheeky. You kind of see what I mean, though. You could get very cheeky with some of the lines. So we're going to leave it a little later to turn in like that. And then as we come down here, we're going to get a little bit more across to central. I'm trying to avoid those bumps on the outside. And let's see if this works. It's not going to... What if I fire the nitro here? Just get the car moving, and I need to get out wider. Okay, still trying to be a little too much on the... No, sorry, it's too much on the inside as well. Just a little bit out and swing in, swing down. I don't even know whether I want to be on the inside down there. That might be a little too far on the inside. We will see. So fire the nitro, get it moving off the line. Okay, that's about spot on for the ride down. We're across the bumps. Oh, okay, maybe we're trying to... it's not too bad. Not too bad. I don't think it'll be better. It's good enough for a gold medal. I shall take it. And, well, there we go. That is a look at Drawer. It is as I said, it's a really interesting idea. It's well executed. Okay, no, it is not the longest game whatsoever. I tell you what, like a level creator or something for this would be amazing as well for extending the length of it. I don't know how many sort of updates we might get to see for this, whether we'll get some more levels and so on. As I said, I hope it does well because it is a really fascinating little idea. You know, you try to control a car by, you know, drawing the line, and some of the levels can get quite technical. I'm sure in some of the more difficult levels it might border in a little bit in the frustrating, but because it keeps what your last route does, if you're paying attention, it's not too bad to kind of stick and adjust as you go along. It is a really fun, really fun little idea. There is a lot of room for development of this idea, if you like. It would be interesting to see it expanded upon, perhaps, with more than just time trials. Hell, you could even have sort of like little obstacle courses. I mean, if you're feeling really brave, you could maybe have like a car chasing you and have to like draw the line for it, weaving through stuff with a vehicle trying to stop you. Like all of those kind of things, other than just a straightforward time trial. But as I said, as a basic principle and for less than £3, it is... I say a really neat little idea, a different experience when it comes to vehicle games, which is something I always look for. That, though, is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.